Hello, everyone. Today, I would like to introduce you to the famous work on the shortness of life by the ancient Roman philosopher Seneca. This masterpiece, written about 2,000 years ago, still offers valuable lessons for us today. Seneca argues that if we are constantly overwhelmed by work and chores or lead a lazy life, our lives will become short and fleeting. This will eventually lead to immense regret and suffering, so we must be careful with how we spend our time. First, let's talk about the historical background and life of Seneca. Seneca was a prominent politician in ancient Rome and is also known as a representative Stoic philosopher. He was born into a wealthy family in what is now Spain and moved to Rome in his youth to study rhetoric and philosophy. Despite his promising start, his life was not without challenges. He was nearly killed by a jealous emperor and was exiled to the island of Corsica due to court intrigues. Even during his exile, Seneca did not lose hope. Instead, he devoted himself to learning and writing in the free environment of Corsica. After 8 years, he was unexpectedly allowed to return to Rome. Upon his return, he was appointed as the tutor to the future Emperor Nero by the Empress Agrippina. Despite his initial reluctance, Seneca accepted the role and eventually became Nero's advisor. Seneca's work on the shortness of life is written in the form of a letter to a man named Paulinus, who was in charge of grain distribution in the Roman Empire. Seneca advises Paulinus to take a break from his busy work life and retire to pursue his own interests. Seneca emphasizes the importance of not wasting time and making the most of one's youth. He divides life into 3 periods: past, present, and future, and stresses the importance of reflecting on the past. The past is a special time that is not subject to fate, and ignoring it can make life feel shorter. Seneca also highlights the importance of dedicating time to philosophy. Philosophy teaches us how to live, and by learning from the wisdom of great thinkers of the past, we can lead a more fulfilling life. Finally, let's talk about Seneca's life after his retirement. He retired from politics at the age of 61 and died at 64, not from natural causes, but because he was ordered to commit suicide by Nero. Seneca faced his death calmly, cutting his wrists and drinking poison, and ultimately immersing himself in boiling water to end his life. This dramatic end has been depicted by many artists and symbolizes his philosophy. Seneca's On the Shortness of Life offers many lessons for us today. By reconsidering how we use our time, we can lead a more fulfilling life. I encourage you to read the work and reflect on its teachings. Seneca's teachings are still relevant in modern society. We often lose sight of how we spend our time due to the busyness of daily life. However, by keeping Seneca's words in mind and valuing our time, we can lead a more fulfilling life. For example, Seneca states that busy people neglect the most difficult study of all, how to live. This means that we often lose sight of what is truly important because we are preoccupied with daily tasks. By practicing Seneca's teachings, we can enrich our lives. Seneca also emphasizes the importance of reflecting on the past. By looking back on past events and learning from them, we can make better choices for the future. Valuing the past rather than ignoring it allows us to lead a more fulfilling life. Furthermore, Seneca's teachings contribute to our peace of mind. He emphasizes the importance of maintaining inner calm and not being swayed by desires or anxieties. This core principle of Stoic philosophy is very useful in today's stressful life. Seneca also stresses the importance of finding value in oneself rather than being influenced by others' evaluations. He states that worrying about others' opinions is a waste of time. This is a crucial lesson for those of us who struggle with social media and workplace evaluations. Seneca's On the Shortness of Life offers many valuable lessons. By reconsidering how we use our time, valuing the past, and dedicating time to philosophy, we can lead a more fulfilling life. I encourage you to practice Seneca's teachings.